KHEA Radio. It's just after 9 o'clock on a Monday. I'm excited. We got a guest in studio. We're going to be talking about an event that's taking place June 12th. Tigre Promotions is going to be doing a live boxing event. It is back. Live entertainment is back. I'm going to kick this on the FM. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio. My name is Gardy. This is Kickstart. I got a guest in studio. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then we're going to learn everything that he has going on. Good morning.
Hey, hello. How you doing? My name is Demonte, Sugar Bear Randle. It's nice to meet y'all.
Man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
So there's an event. It's taking place in Galveston. What do we have going on?
Got my third professional fight coming up on that day. Fighting a heavyweight. Looking to turn it into 3-0. I'm 2-0 right now currently with 2 KOs and trying to make it 3 of them coming up.
So you had your second fight not too long ago.
Yes, sir.
You went out of the United States.
Yeah.
And I followed a little bit of there's always some drama going on, isn't there?
Most definitely.
But you got the win, and that's important, right?
True. Yes, sir. I surely did. Well, funny story is I went down there to Mexico, and we went to the weigh-ins on Friday. Everything was going perfect. My teammates got weighed in, got opponents and everything, and they squared off. They called me up there. I get on the scale, and, everything's in Spanish and whatnot, and they weigh me in kilograms. So I get up there, and they tell me the weight, and everybody in the crowd just started chattering, and my guy saw me, and he was like, oh, no, he's too big. And it's like, well, we'll try to find you a fight. We'll try to, we'll get you one tomorrow for sure. So we waiting, and they come up with the idea, hey, we got a fighter that's had 50 fights, would you like to fight him? My coaching team was like, no, not right now, because, I'm still starting out and whatnot. I was like, man, I'm ready. I'll fight him.
Let's go.
They was like, no, it's not the right decision. So he's like, it was just going to take it there and just support the team, So the next day goes on, and I'm helping the teammate get ready and all that. And I went to go get some. I was like, well, since I'm not fighting, I'm going to go get me some chicken since I'm here. There was a little chicken spot next to the hotel we were at, and I ate the chicken, which was pretty good. It surprised me. And bad thing is I ate the food, stomach started bubbling a little bit. They come up to me and was like, hey, one of the guys' fighters didn't show up. Would you like to fight him? I'm looking, I was like, I just ate this chicken, but hey, let's go. I came out here for, the fight, so I come to fight. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So they give me maybe 10 minutes to get my hands wrapped, go change my clothes, and get in. I didn't get to warm up or anything, and I had to go in there and put in some work, and I tried to overload them, and that's what happened.
So you got the win.
Yes, sir. Got the knockdown. Well, no, I knocked down the ref on accident.
I did see that.
Yeah, the ref tried to stop me. I didn't see him, and I turned, and he just flew. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I ended up stopping. I was like, I don't know if I should pick him up or not. So I ended up leaving, and he ended up getting back up and kept going, and got the W, man. Got the W.
All right. So you are 2-0 right now as a professional fighter.
Yes, sir.
And so that next event is coming up. Tigre Promotions is putting that on in Galveston. It's going to be at the Galveston Island Convention Center. Doors at 6 p.m. First fight's at 7. That's Saturday, June 12th. You can go to ltigrepromotions.com and get more tickets. Do you know who you're going to be fighting that day?
No, I don't. It seems like a lot of opponents bag out. That happened with my first fight. A few opponents bagged out, and I was able to find a last-minute opponent. This one I was able to, opponents bagged out, and I was able to find a last-minute. So hopefully, my opponent doesn't back out. I already had one of them back out from June 12th. So hopefully this one doesn't, and we can keep going full-fledged with it.
I wonder if you're going to have any of the referees back out after they saw the footage from the last one.
I hope not. I really do hope not. That was an accident. It wasn't intentional or nothing. I'm a big guy, so you can't just come in and try to hug me or,
Yeah.
I counted it as collateral damage, but it happens.
Okay. So looking at your shirt, I noticed two things. You got the big Sugar Bear on the front, and then on the side I see Texas Striking. Can you tell me about the name Sugar Bear?
Yeah, funny story. I was in college, and my mom gave me this nickname, Sugar Bear. She would always call me Sugar Bear. I got friends in college that I was staying with at the time, and I was my phone was off, and she ended up calling my one of my teammates, and she was like, "Hey, can I speak to Sugar Bear?" and this and that, and I was like, my teammate was like, "Sugar Bear?" And he's like, "Sugar Bear, your mom was on the phone." I was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "She called me Sugar Bear in front of this man." And from then on, he had everybody in the college calling me Sugar Bear.
Oh,
So
man.
that name kind of stuck with me, you know what I mean? I'm sweet, and I'm a big teddy bear until I got to turn into a grizzly, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to keep it that way.
And then you just embrace the nickname,
Oh,
go
got
with
to.
it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I embrace it, man. I embrace it. People be like, "Man, Sugar Bear, why'd you come up with that name?" And after a while, it's like, man, that name does have a ring to it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So, you know, I'm going to stick with it, you know?
Yes. And then you got the Texas Striking Academy.
Yes, sir.
That's where you train?
Yes, we're at the Texas Striking Academy right now. Right now, we're currently located in Dixon with Gator Boxing because Joe's he's gonna get a gym built up soon and whatnot. But right now we're training out Texas. Gator Boxing and with Gene and Reggie Johnson and them, and man, it's been a big help for them to let us come over there and train in their gym and whatnot. I respect them guys 100%, and they're behind me as well and believe in what I'm doing. So I got to keep going.
Yeah. Do you have any other sponsors that you can shout out?
Oh yeah, I got Texacon, STH Kennels, Cosmos Trucking. Vision Entertainment. Who else do we have? I had a lot of people this past fight help me out with a little sponsor to get down there and to get the hotel and everything. And I appreciate everybody that helped out last minute and came together to put this together for me and my teammates. And it was a blessing that I was able to get all these people to come back us and be behind us. It was very special. So.
Yes. How much does that help? Starting out to have those sponsors, people that believe in you, that are going to help you, get down there and make it happen.
That's sponsorships is a really big thing for boxers, just any fighter, because it takes a lot to do this sport. It takes a lot out of you, and it takes a lot of your time. And if you don't put that time in, it's going to be hard for you, to be successful in this sport. So I was working a truck driving job, waking up 3 a.m, and some days getting off 7, 8 at night, and it was really starting to take a toll on me. But after that first fight, me and my team came together, my wife and whatnot, decided that we was gonna do this thing full time, and she was gonna work, and I was gonna quit my job trucking and take this thing seriously. And the sponsors have been, that's a big part that's been helping, keep me keep the balance in the family household and whatnot. But sponsorship is a big thing for fighters for sure. I definitely believe in that.
When did you make that switch to say, hey, I'm going to stop, put the career on hold and do this full time?
The February of this year, after that December fight, I was like, man, I didn't get to train like I wanted to. I was, have time in it. I wasn't able to go in full time like that because of my job, and I was only able to get to the gym once a day. And I train like 3 or 4 hours and go to bed 10, 11 o'clock and have to get back up at 3 in the morning. So February we decided, hey, we're gonna quit. I'm gonna quit this job and do this for a year and see where it takes me. I know this is my calling, and this is gonna take me where I need to be in life and whatnot. So we decided to quit it, and I've been gone, free of my job since February. I do a little security job, working at a little bar on the weekends and whatnot to help supplement. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do this and be able to show people that you can go for your dreams, even at your age. You know what I mean?
So where are you originally from, and let's talk a little bit about the journey.
Man, I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. My mom moved us down here when I was about 10 or 11, and I played football. I was a big football fan and kid, and football was my thing. You know, I've always wanted to fight, but you know, it was expensive to do fighting. You know, my mom didn't have that money to put me in the boxing and football. So when I had the opportunity to train, do MMA actually, and I had a little smoker event one time, and I did really well on that one, and I was like, man, I think I like this fighting thing, and I kind of stuck with it slowly. And then when I was in school and started truck driving, came off the road, and I was like, you know something, I'm gonna really try this boxing thing. And I went to Joel, and he was like, man, I'll get you right, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know, me and Joe are, you know, this is one of my best friends, and he's a really good guy. He believed in me, and I think that's what kind of pushed me to, you know, try it. And I was like, you know, I'm starting to believe in myself now, you know, and it's a good feeling that, you know, I got a coach that's truly believes in you, that he sees that you could be the heavyweight champion of the world one day. And now I'm starting to be able to see that, and I'm starting to realize that, and it's going to go to the top for us. I promise you that.
Did you play high school ball in Texas City, or where'd you play?
Yeah, sure. I played at Texas City, Texas Stingrays, graduated 2008. So, you know, I played all 4 years, varsity. I was varsity 3 years. Went to college, played at Blinn Junior College, and then transferred to Tarleton State. And now I'm back home trying to get this mission.
Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of focus on the boxing world right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Paul brothers. Mm-hmm. One of them's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. And then the other one, you know, Jake Paul, who he's just, you know, had a fight with Ben Askren, knocked him out, and he's looking for another fight, but he just signed a Showtime deal, and there's a lot of big dollars thrown around there, and it's like, I mean, he's just getting started. What do you think about that whole situation scenario?
Man, you know, I'm not a hater or nothing on that. I think the Paul brothers are very smart because they know how to get the crowd and the reaction that they want to build those fights up. You know what I mean? It takes, you know, a lot of guts to do that type of stuff, and, you know, get in people's faces and, you know, down talk them, and just to, you know, get in their head. It's a mind game, but the Paul brothers do a really good job at that. And they use that platform that they have, YouTube, to, you know, help it take it, you know, to the stratosphere and whatnot. But I think the guys are smart. As boxers, you know, they've been putting in the work, you know, to do this. So I can't complain. I can't discredit them. They've been working. So people say they're not boxers. They're boxers. I mean, it is what it is. They fight, you know. It might not be the fights you want, but, you know, they fight and whatnot. But it's going to get to the point to where I think they're going to have to start fighting legitimate opponents to take them seriously and whatnot. But I think there's some, you know, smart guys for doing that, man. For sure.
There's a lot of dollars that are getting thrown around.
Big money. Big
for
money.
Sure. What do you think about that? The Floyd Mayweather and I guess that's Logan Paul. Who do you think? I mean, because Logan Paul, he's like probably 6'2", walks around probably 205.
He is a lot bigger, but experience goes a long way. Experience goes a long way. Like I said, I sparred with Mean Gene.
He said, I'm going to choose, you know, when it's going to end.
Yeah.
First round, second round, it ends when I say it does. So.
Exactly. And I believe that. I really do.
Either way, the entire world will be tuning in. No matter what your thoughts are, everyone will be watching.
A lot of people are mad about the fight, you know, but Floyd he's a businessman, you know what I mean? He's going to take what's lucrative, you know, and I mean, can't hate on it. It is what it is, but, you know, that's how it is nowadays. That's how the world evolves and revolves, you know, so.
Mm-hmm. So June 12th, that fight's in Galveston. What does it mean to you to come back to Galveston County and to be able to go out there and put on a show?
Man, it's an amazing feeling getting your whole city to come out behind you. Josh said it in a few interviews. Mm-hmm. Can't explain it, man. It's just a lot of emotions going when you're out there and whatnot. But it's a good show.
Yeah. So what's the final goal for you in your career? Well, I guess let's break it down for the rest of 2021. What's your goal for the rest of this year and then the future and beyond?
The goal for this year is to get about 4 or 5 more fights in. I want to fight at least 10 times this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it sounds like a big number, but it's possible. And I feel like once I get there, I can take it to the top because I'm gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world one day. I will hold all those belts. I will beat Tyson Fury, whoever they put in front of me. I don't care who it is. I'm willing to fight. And I'm not scared to, give my all out there. How they say, I'm willing to die for this in the ring, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to kill me if you really want to take this win from me. So, because I'm going to give it my all in there. The crowd, hopefully, would see that too and love the show. But I will put on a show every time I go. So.
How much work goes into this? Because people, they look at the Paul brothers and you look at even people like Floyd, and you just see a glimpse of what goes into getting to that level and competing.
It's a lot. This is not for the weak-hearted. You got to be a dog in there. It's a doggy world. You know what I mean? And you got to really outwork your opponents, and you got to outwork everybody if you really want to do this. So I knew that coming into it, and Joel, he's been preaching that, you got to stay on it, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's what we've been doing these past few months since I've been quitting. I'm at it 2 times a day. I work six days a week, and it's brutal, it's tiring. But it's very it's a reward. It's a very rewardful for me. My kids love it, and my family pushes me. They love me, and I can't stop doing it, man, because they believe in me. They got a lot to live for, and whatnot. So I'm gonna push it and take it to the top.
What about nutrition? Because usually there's weight class, but when you're heavyweight, it's like, hey, do you are you careful with the things you eat or the types of things?
At first, I wasn't. I would eat anything. I'm a big guy. I love to eat. That's my thing. You feed me, we best friends. But no, that's a big part of it. This past, I want to say a month, I've been on a different meal plan. I train out in Humble at Logonitis training, Fit Fam, and I've toned down a lot, and he's gave me meal plans to to be able to lose the weight that I need and still keep that composure and that body build and stay strong and stout. But man, I eat like 3,000 calories a day, keep my metabolism up. But it's nutritionist meals. They're very healthy, so they don't keep you full for long. They're very small little meals, but nutrition is a big part in this fight world, because that's what fuels your body to be able to go out there and throw all that many punches and be able to move that much and be able to stand there. Because 3 minutes at 4 rounds is tiring itself. So I can only imagine going 12 rounds doing 3 minutes. You know what I mean? That's brutally tiring. But nutrition plays a big part in that. A very big part.
How can you describe? So in your amateur matches and professional matches, like right before the walkout, the walkout. Does it like a zero in? People say, I've talked to people and they say there's nothing like it. You can't describe it unless you've been in there. There's adrenaline. You get used to it. What's it like?
Yeah, it is. It's a big adrenaline rush when you're going out there, because you got all these nerves going through your body, and you're like, oh man, I don't know, what's going to happen, you're just scared, and you just got to go in there. And once you start walking and you get closer to the stage, those nerves start to dissipate and the butterflies start to go, and then you get in that ring and you move around it one time and you breathe, and then you're like, oh, okay, I got to get in my game mode. So it's a switch you got to kind of cut it on and off when you get in there. But I'm just able to do, but it is tough. It is tough. I will say that. I'm always nervous with any fight. I don't care who it is, who it is. I'm always nervous, but I always get over those nerves once that bell rings.
Do you think if anybody, can anybody train if they put the work in and go and get in the ring, or does it take a special kind?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, it takes a special kind, but you got to have the will to not quit and the determination and to keep going. But I know guys that came in and didn't know how to fight at all, you know what I mean, and came a long way, and now they can, handle their own pretty well, But it takes a special individual to get in it, but anybody can do it, You just got to put your mind to it, I have a lot of people telling me, that I'm too old to, you turning pro at 30, 31. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do this. Okay, I like to prove people wrong. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want, and I'm a firm believer in that. Very firm believer in that.
So earlier you were talking about in college you had a MMA smoker, and there's a lot of conversations about that too. It's like, you have these MMA fighters going into boxing, but then boxers going to MMA. Do you ever see yourself making that transition?
No, I don't think so. Because I did semi-pro, and I had a bad knee accident, and ever since then I can't. I didn't want to. I can't take no kicks to no knee or nothing like that. So I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I wish if it wasn't for my knee, having the issue, I wouldn't mind, dabbling into both of them, But I couldn't do no kicks to the knee, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to boxing.
Yeah. Does Joel ever try and throw some of that stuff in?
Oh, he used to.
Give me a kick, little kick.
Yeah, try to come and try to choke me, but I don't have a neck, so I just gotta shrimp it up a little bit. And he's like, man, it's so hard to choke him, but he's used to. But now he just sticks to straight boxing and whatnot.
All right. Hey, I see Joel just tuned in. Good morning, Joel. If you're just tuning in right now, it's 9:27. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. We're here talking to Demonte Randle about an event that's taking place Saturday, June 12th in Galveston, Texas at the Galveston Island Convention Center. That's located at 5600 Seawall Boulevard. You can go to Tigre Promotions and you can get tickets. I think when you get tickets, you can even say, hey, I'm getting these or get tickets
yes,
from
sir.
you. How does that work?
You can go online, my Facebook page. I got the tickets on there as well. You can go click on the link, and usually brings up that affiliate link to my name, and you can purchase your tickets through there and whatnot. But it's all on the media platforms and whatnot. Event, I think it's from event.com. So you can definitely find that online and on my page.
Yes.
And Joel's page as well.
Okay, so when you went down to Mexico, was there some other teammates that you had that fought down there?
Yes, sir. Cody Wren and Roberto. Cody had his first one, and I can't remember how many. Roberto had a lot, but he ended up winning theirs. Cody won his with a KO for his first one, and the team did an amazing job going down there. We handled business for sure when we went out there. It was a great feeling though to see my teammates and everybody winning. I love that.
Is there any other teammates on this Tigre Promotions card?
No, not at the moment. There's not. I'm the only one. So it's going to be a good fight though.
Yeah. What can you? Is there any guarantees that you can give us if somebody comes out on June 12th?
I mean, you're gonna be in for a good show. I'm going for a knockout. I try to knock. I want to knock out every time, but this is, fighting and anything can happen. But I'm going to shoot for a knockout for sure.
What does that fight week look like for you?
Training, usually getting ready. It's a lot of getting mental work. Then the last week of that fight is a lot of mental stuff. Stretching and making sure my body is fueled right and whatnot. That it's a pretty busy week.
Yes,
keep me busy.
So the other question that I was curious, because I showed there was a picture and there was some heavyweights and some MMA stuff, but they get together. Sometimes they're opponents, and then other times, hey, we got to train together because you have to, have a simulation.
Of the real
of
thing.
who the opponents are going to be.
True.
How about for you, like boxing? Is it hard to find, or is there some heavyweights around here that you're able to like spar with or even train with?
Man, that's funny that you say that. At first, it was hard. With my job and whatnot, it was so hard for me to find sparring partners. So I never got to spar like that as an amateur and whatnot. So I had to go out there and just do it. You know what I mean? And now that I was able to quit my job and I'm able to spar a lot. We've had quite a few, opponents that I've got to spar with, and I got Gene at the gym that he's always willing to spar with me and whatnot, and working. I love to pick his brain because he's very smart. Having that many fights, I think he's 40 something and one, and he's a very good person to go with and pick his brain when we're in there. So I got a lot of sparring now. I got a good amount of sparring now, partners, and it's awesome. It's a good feeling because I'm starting to get the hang of being in the ring and always throwing now. So it's a great feeling.
And is your style like, hey, I'm going for the knockout, I'm going for it early, or are you trying to what would you say your style is like?
I like to throw in different styles. I like to throw in a different look. I'm a big guy, but people think I'm slow, and when I'm actually in there and somebody's in there, they're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting him to move like this. I'm very athletic, and I'm quick. I am quick, especially when I'm starting to throw them barrage of combinations and stuff. It's going to be hard to get out of the way of all of them. And if I catch you flush, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
If not fall.
Yeah, being a college athlete, playing, football, high school football and everything, you got to be quick. Even What position did you play in football?
Defensive tackle. Yes, sir. I love being in that grimy and just in the hole, just going against another man, trying to get to the quarterback. But that was a good feeling, being out there. And it was awesome because it was hard to block me. I always had to have two people usually trying to block me and whatnot. So that means I was doing something right. But, yeah, you got to be explosive in there, and you got to have some kind of speed and strength, in football. So thank God it carried with me, over to boxing, and I was able to stick with it and haven't really lost too much of, my power or speed because I've always stayed working out, So I think that's a big thing of staying healthy and working out,
Yeah. And you said you currently do 2 workouts?
Yes, sir. 2 workouts a day. I'm about to leave here and go work out now.
At Gator Boxing?
Yes, sir. Joel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's like, where's he at? He's supposed to be here at 9:30.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, hopefully we can get Joel in here one day. This would have been the perfect opportunity. He could have been sitting right here beside you.
I'm telling you, it would have been perfect. But maybe next time we'll get him in here.
We'll get him in.
For sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share this morning?
Man, I just want to thank you for having me, man. Thank you. I want to thank my fans that support me and my sponsors that help support me and everybody that's behind my back. If it wasn't for them, it'd be hard. You know what I mean? It'd be really hard. So I appreciate everybody that's behind me and that's want to see me do great things.
All right. Hey, well, thank you for making some time, and I'm looking forward to following you in your career.
Yes, sir.
And everything else is a pleasure to have you in.
Thank you. It was a blessing. Appreciate it.
So you can go to ltigrepromotions.com. You can get tickets. The event is Saturday, June 12th in Galveston, Texas, at the Galveston Island Convention Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. The bell and that first fight's at 7 p.m. This is KHEA Radio 99.